Okay, let's get amongst this. 3/2/20. Isn't that an interesting date? We are in 2020 and we're already in February. Where did that last year go? Well, let's get in amongst this. We are here to talk about what's happening this week, what's happening now, what's happening in the future. There'll be some announcements coming out in the next day or two. But tonight, we're going to be handing over to Mr. Brent Dobson.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Miller. Well, welcome everybody. And yes, the main reason why I come on the webinar every week is just that music that we get to start with. Is that Dan that puts that together, Derek? Not sure.
No, that's one I found.
The one of yours? No,
yeah.
Love it. Yeah, so welcome everybody. We do this every Monday night here at 7:30 Queensland time, and we're going to mix it up a little bit this year and have a few different presenters so that we don't wear poor old Derek out. But yes, as Derek just said, it's February already. The month of January is generally a quiet month, and I got to admit I was on holidays for quite some time myself, but there's some very exciting things happening this year, and also in the next couple of days we're going to get some announcements. So here's our Brains Trust. This grows all the time. I don't know, you're going to have a couple of pages soon. We really are excited to have this group of people, and there's more, and we'll add to that. We've got people on this page here that are putting Facebook sites for everyone soon. In the next few weeks, we'll have a one-stop shop for all the latest information and any videos and things that you might want to send people. It's all coming. The regional event we're putting together, it's coming into place. I'm going to make some announcements a little bit later on in this presentation. So so welcome any new people. I've been doing this now. I'm a Gold Director Elite for 2 years, and the last 6 months of last year was more than exciting. So if you can just continue on to the next slide, Derek, and so you've got the controls. So our normal sponsors, as we do every week, Easy Shopping Cards, which I believe are going to be operational again very shortly, where we can do our shopping at large shopping centres and get some gold back, which would be very exciting. And Skippy Pest Controls, Jan and Dan, just remind me, Dano, I need you to come out and kill some cockroaches next couple of weeks. I'll give you a ring later. Okay, so again, our normal disclaimer: we are expressing our views as affiliates only, not the company's policy. We do get a lot of our information from the company, but we have to put that up, because at times people may say something that isn't from the company, and we just don't want to get this incredible company in any trouble at all. So this is just our views. Karatbars International, this is the presentation that I'm going to do tonight. We normally do a couple of different little slides each week. We change it around depending on who's presenting. But, who are Karatbars? Well, we're Karatbars International. It was founded in 2011 in Stuttgart, Germany. Now, we'll be heading there later on in the year, and there's a few of us that want to have a look at the head office there and check out some gold little plaques that we have that we hit certain levels, and we're on the golden brick wall. So very exciting, but we'll talk about that later on in the year when we know more information. They've expanded into 120 countries around the world. That's over 140 now, so it's a lot more. And the 730 partners, when this was put together, were over 900. So you can see we're growing fast, and there's a very good reason for that. If you can go to that. Okay, so we have global offices in Hong Kong, Singapore, Dubai, Slovenia, Romania, and Spain, and as I said, offices in Germany. So it's a global business with offices all around the world. We'll talk soon about the ecosystem that Harold's putting together, and why these offices are needed to be all around the world. And here's the man himself, the CEO and founder, Dr. Harold Seitz. Now, I had the fortune of meeting this man, and Roger, my sponsor, is on the call tonight. Him and I went over nearly a year ago, March last year, and there we are there. And I got to meet this gentleman. Everything changed for us at this event. And there's one thing about events that you get to talk to people and you learn more in between these presentations and, you know, the actual events themselves when you get to talk to these people. And he has an aura, this man. He's a visionary, and I was blessed to be able to meet him. And everything that happened after that allowed me to meet and able to talk to people like Mr. Miller here and Miss Phillips and a few other people that have, you know, some big leaders that have come to our business at Gold Rock. So incredible man. I'm very fortunate to meet him. So what's his mission? Is to bring gold to all people to prevent from debts, to help millions of people to find financial freedom. And this is true. This is what he wants. Harold just wants to put the gold back in the hands of the masses. And he does that in being able to supply small increments of gold, which we will again talk about shortly. Okay, gold. Why gold? It's thousands of years old and it has huge attractions to humans. You know, I mean, in ancient times, gold was the jewelry for pharaohs and kings. And I know that if I had my gold that I'm storing up, and I was able to store it in a box out in the bush, and even with the incredible bushfires that we've had in Australia, I'd still have my gold. It holds its value. It's a sign of power and wealth. It just doesn't deteriorate or rust or anything. Continue on, please, mate. Okay, this slide here says everything. When I saw this, and we had to put this on our weekly presentation because, as I said, it has a price stability. You know, the gold that we save is the highest quality gold. And there's a reason for that because it's the most expensive. It's 999.9% pure. And I mean, 100 years ago, a kilo of gold was worth $645 and bought you a brand new car. And look, today, let's say 100 years from this, you could rock into a dealership, you know, maybe not with your kilo of gold, but the money you've cashed it in and purchase a brand new Ford motor vehicle, probably something a bit more stylistic than that one as well. So that's why gold, it holds its value over time. It doesn't change much at all. All right, the $20 bill. Well, okay, those of you that are old enough to remember when you can fill a trolley up, look what's happened. And that's the problem with fiat money. And, you know, before I started this business, I didn't even know what fiat was. And that's just a currency that any country uses. We call it the Australian dollar. And, you know, the average inflation is 2.2%. And really, you can't even get that in interest now. So by leaving your money in cash in the bank, you're doing yourself a disservice. And that's all we do here at Gold Rocks, is we basically exchange fiat money for gold, and we show others how to do the same thing. And we changed their mindset. It's incredible. It took me into my 50s to understand that gold was the only way to save. Experts recommend. I mean, I've just finished reading the book on fake, Robert Kiyosaki. He who owns gold has always money. You know, gold is power. And even Alan Greenspan used to be the former CEO of the Federal Reserve, I believe. So Derek tells me. But as you can see there on the right-hand side, there's some credit card size and small notes and denominations of gold. So we save in 1 grams, 2.5 and 5 grams of gold. And we also now have cash gold, and we'll talk about a little bit more about that, but it starts at a tenth of a gram. So from about $6, you know, people can start saving in pure gold. Incredible. Okay, so this was, I believe, Carolyn and Jan when they were in Amsterdam. I believe that's Dutch writing. I'm very clever, but basically what it says is they don't accept the fiat currency. There's no cash in this place, and we're going to see more of that as, you know, as time progresses and less countries are accepting cash as a form of payment. I thought that was amazing. So here's our cash gold. So we have you can save in cash gold. Now our cash gold is basically you can get it in the 1 gram there. You can see the beautiful 3 grams on one side and 6 grams. And there's those notes I spoke about And if you come to our meetings, we'll hand out and show them anyone that's new. And I did this to Derek the first time that I met him, and his eyes lit up. But they've got little small increments of gold in the cash gold there. Again, 1 gram, on 0.1, 0.2, 0.4, and 0.6. There are machines coming that will be able to actually we'll be able to exchange our cryptocurrency, which again I'll speak about. But this gold here it's not only can we convert it fairly instantly, and be able to. This is how Derek is going to be able to exchange, the easy shopping cards for gold by sending us this e-gold that we can then exchange. It's also the best value gold in the market. So very competitive, and brilliant. Have a look at that. So the blockchain, we're going to talk a little bit about this, because blockchain technology is changing the way we do things. We believe in the future there'll be countries that will vote over the blockchain, and those corrupt countries in the past won't be able to be. I'm not going to go too much into what it is. Anyone that's new and looking at this for the first time, Google that. It's like a ledger. Basically, if I send some money to you through the blockchain, it is a filing system that can't be hacked, and it's quite brilliant. So please study a little bit more about it. I knew nothing about it a year ago, and I don't know much more now, but I do know it's quite an incredible, and it is the future. All right, so can you imagine in 2008 when the thing called Bitcoin came out? I didn't hear about it. A few people that I've spoken to recently have, and they passed it up, didn't know anything about it. This guy, Satoshi Nakamoto, or whatever they call him, he actually is anonymous. Nobody even knows who he is. But the first payment was done in 2010, and 2 pizzas you had to pay 10,000 Bitcoin for. Now, if anyone knows how much Bitcoin is today, it's $14,000, $15,000, I think, something like that, Australian. It's incredible. So we have a chance here, and over the last 12 months, we've had a chance to purchase our coin, which we're going to talk about, and get it at a great rate. And we can also show you how that's still possible. So this is cryptocurrency. This is the actual Karatbars International ecosystem I talk about, the universe. This is something that Harold spoke to us about when we were in Dubai, and it was very difficult to understand because we didn't have too much. The first part of it, Carat Pay, was out, and it's basically just a way to transfer. I can transfer cash gold from one person to another, and also through merchants. Carat Gold was founded in 2011. It is the creation and the distribution for our cash gold. The Carat Net. So this is, the company has its own, and they hit that milestone last year, and they had their own blockchain, and that's something that we'll be able to use, and it's going to create fees. The K merchants. This is something that I'm really excited about because I believe SMEs need an edge out there in the community, and this will be something that we're going to talk more about when it rolls out in the next few months here in Australia. So basically, it's creating a way that we can exchange either the gold or the cryptocurrency through a network of shops, right from your butcher, your baker, right up to real estate and everything like that. The WIM laptop, we've ordered, a few of us have ordered these, and those that haven't, we're going to talk about some e-points shortly, in a way that you can basically purchase one of these it's a bit like flybys, but only on steroids. So it's a voice over blockchain technology. It can't be hacked, and it's something that everyone's going to want in business, particularly because privacy is the new era. So we'll sort of roll that out a little bit more as we go. The K1 Impulse phone. Who's got to type in the chat box if you've got a phone coming? I want to, hopefully someone in Gold Rocks is the first person in Australia, because these, if you go into your back office now, you'll see that the K1 Impulse phone, a video tour who I got to meet over in Dubai, has done a very, very good and very clear 6-step education on the phone and how it's going to work. And so this is, again, it's privacy is the new era. It's voice over blockchain technology. It's 2N encryption, and it's connected to Carat Pay and CaratNet. So I've got 4 says 3. That's good. You might be able to sell a few of them. So when they roll out, we'll do something on them ourselves here in this format, and maybe put it up on YouTube, because I can't wait to get my phone. And when I saw a video explaining it, it really hit home to me just how close we are. Yeah, and they've got headsets and everything. Yeah, mine is coming, I hope. So Roger Yates, hey Rog, I hope I'll be the first in Australia. Well, you should be, mate. You should be, but let us know. They might come to Brisbane before Adelaide. So that's another part of the ecosystem, the cash gold. And this is the CEMs, the cash gold exchange machines. Now, I know there are some coming to Australia. So basically, those of us that bought coin at a penny can exchange 100 KBC to 1 gram of gold through these machines. So if you worked out what that was at the time, we were getting them for a fraction of the cost. And the Carat bit, this is our own exchange, and that rolled out last year. And I did a transaction recently. Derek was good enough to show me how to buy some Bitcoin and then purchase some more KBC on our own exchange. And again, the realization that all this is coming together, it's quite incredible. So we'll talk about it a little bit. If you can go to the next slide, please, Derek. So Carat Pay. Okay, it's an online platform developed by Carat Gold and Carat Bars International for the purpose of cash gold transactions. So basically, on this phone, I noticed there's an app called Carat Pay, and we'll be able to set that app up on our phones, and we'll be able to go to these K merchants, and whatever the bill is, we can pay in gold. So we can exchange gold to gold. We don't even have to worry about the fiat currency. And the beauty of the merchant is they can accept the gold, they can accept the cryptocurrency if they wish. They can also accept the fiat currency if they feel that they're not confident with it yet. The Carat Net, as I spoke about, this is our blockchain technology. I'm not a big techno head, but I do know this is going to be one of the fastest and the cheapest nets blockchains in the business. So basically, and it's scalable, so you can get faster, and we will bring a lot more businesses on, and everyone that's got coin or will purchase coin in the future will realize that holding them and the value of them and why they'll be so good. So we go onto the K merchant. This is the cool thing that I like, because we can go and choose, and I've spoken to a few local, just a fish shop locally, and a few mechanics, and they're all very keen. And why wouldn't they? It's free for them to purchase. They don't get any chargebacks, and they can select the different type of currency. So there is a minimum of 500 USD before you can get your payout. But now that we've got the rollout of our first bank, the gold standard bank, in only a few weeks, I believe, we're going to see a lot more of these payments and K merchants. So this is really cool. This is, listen to some.
Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos' phone was hacked by Saudi Arabia. The Guardian reports an investigation ordered by Bezos blames the hacking on a personal message that apparently came from Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
So that's Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world. Okay, he owns Amazon, and his phone was hacked. Okay, so maybe one of us needs to ring Jeff if we can get hold of him and let him know about a phone that can't be hacked. But we thought we'd throw that in. That was quite incredible. So okay, here's our software already. These are rolling out around the world. That's the big black machine there is our CM machine. We've got the WIM laptops. We've got the phone, and there will be more as the company rolls out the products and services. Carat bit, the exchange I just spoke about, it facilitates the exchange of cash gold into fiat currency. So basically, like I said, with this being so quick, a K merchant can accept either gold, cryptocurrency, or cash, and it's all done over this really, really fast exchange that we have. So here's our coin. The KBC is more than a cryptocurrency. It stands for complete paradigm shift. So basically, before a lot of you guys come along, Roger and I were asked to purchase some coin. When we're going, what do you mean crypto coin? What is that? But basically, it was it raised $100 million and become one of the largest ICOs in history. We realised what we had was a base of people at the time, about 600,000 affiliates, all purchasing these coins and creating an ICO that just took off. And like I say, now the KBC, as well as its growth, is based on gold from Gold Standard Global Mining Network, and the KBC is running on our own blockchain called CarrotNet. Move on, mate. So let's look at the original business, and this is why I first got into carrot bars, and it's all about gold. So the 4 major benefits of a carrot bars account. You can start by saving physical gold in small increments. I spoke about that, very small. Carrot Bars International puts you in position to build a global business from the comfort of your home. We've already got people all around the world in our business here in Australia, and that makes it easy. There are also very significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. And number 4, gold is phenomenal insurance against unstable economic times. Like I say, it never loses its value. Okay, this is gold. Let's move on to the new members. Okay, so if you've just, someone's brought you here tonight, what do? So what's my next step? Okay, they would have sent you a link. Register. It's free. First thing to do. Very, very basic. The second step is you complete your KYCs. Know your customer. It's standard. There's 2 documents you need. You just need a license or a passport, and then some sort of form of ID, or a bill of some type that has your home address. Simple as that. Download it and away you go. Buy some cash gold. Now, we put this in because this is how we purchase everything now. And you've got to understand, it's a paradigm shift. We're looking at using cash gold for most transactions, and there's also a very cool loyalty program behind this. So anyone that's new tonight, ask someone that has brought you here to walk you through how to buy cash gold. A little bit cumbersome to set up, but very, very important. And then number 4, set up auto exchange. I'm going to say that again. Set up auto exchange. Pay yourself first. Okay, when I started doing this, Roger said to me, you got to start saving in gold regularly, Brent. And I said, how do I do that? Once he showed me the auto exchange, you set it and you forget it. If you save 1 gram of gold per month, minimum, and after 12 months, the company, for you being loyal and showing a few others, gives you free gold. Okay, so I was talking to Derek earlier this afternoon, and we might go through this loyalty program at the next live event because it's very, very powerful. It helps our program create commissions, but more importantly, it just changes your mindset. Pay yourself first. All I did is I used to put in the salary sacrifice into my super. I got rid of that and I whack it into gold, and before long, I was buying 5 grams, and I still do every month. And here's the kicker. I make more money than what it cost me to save in gold. Okay, what's the next step, mate? Check out the multi-packs. Now, this is new. Our new multi-packs only kicked in a couple of weeks ago. All of us were confused. We were scratching our head a little bit, and we didn't quite understand what they were about. So here's how I look at multi-packs. They are a way for you to start your business. You come in at €150 or more, and you get a status. All right, there's 4 levels: bronze, silver, gold, and VIP. Gets you in as a member that can create an income, and they also add 2 additional income streams. So just before you go on with the multi-packs, in the next couple of days, there are going to be some announcements of what these e-points, and we'll talk about e-points in a minute, and then I'll just remember that I mentioned that because they're going to be really, really powerful. Okay, multi-packs available. You start at €75 a month. So 75 will just get you some e-points. That doesn't seem like much, but wait for this announcement, and if you're still not sure what that means, ask somebody that's been in the business for a little bit longer just how powerful they go all the way up to €7,500. That's a lot of money. I believe that pack will be cut in half as of next week. So multi-packs add the two additional income streams which I spoke about. Now, the first one, cash gold, is free cash gold. So basically, at a certain level of multi-pack, and we're not going to go through in the depths of that. They're all in the back office. You get cash gold with every purchase, and you also get these e-points. Now, I'm led to believe, I'm not going to say what it is, but it has something to do with cryptocurrency. Because you imagine if you accumulate these e-points, not only do you create e-points when you purchase a pack, but every time someone in your business purchases a pack, you also create cash gold and e-points if you buy the right size pack. E-points are spendable immediately that you have enough for a product. So even at this stage, if you had enough to purchase if you didn't have a phone, and there's a lot of people that don't, after enough, I don't know what the amount is, but you can just redeem that for a phone. So they already have a value, or the same as a WIM laptop, or even a cash exchange machine. So I asked for an explanation of the benefits of someone that's a little bit more savvy, because we're going to roll out with this next wave what all these e-points do, and I'm told it's very, very exciting. Okay, then there's an optional gold miner. So basically, for 75 KBC per week, you can, in your carrot bit, and that's the exchange, remember, that's the Karatbar's own exchange. You can set this up automatically, and you can create cash golds for all these different levels. Again, it depends on what sort of level you are in the business. I always say VIP is the place to be. If you want to know why, ask someone or come and see me at the next live meeting. But basically, Jan, was it nothing? It was Jenny Loveday. Jenny worked out that at the moment, for less than $30 per year in KBC, so you can, if you had no KBC at all, you can get on the exchange and purchase some, and you can run the gold miner for 1 year. So we're going to try that out, and we'll let you know whether we think it's a good deal or not. Okay, what else have we got? So savings. This is the key. As I said earlier, pay yourself first. Really, really important. So what do you do? So in your back office, you go to product purchases, you go down to the tab which says auto and special exchange. Click on that, and then you will see on the bottom here, you can read that you can only use MasterCard or the like. You'll see this is very important. A few people that I brought on, they sort of forgot to change it, and they had money coming out every week, and so you set whether if you want to purchase a gram or two of gold every week, leave it at weekly. You can do it bi-weekly or monthly. So you set on the time frame. Now the two amounts. So I used to have it on fixed amount, but what I found was because gold this year has gone up 22 in the last 12 months, over 22%. It meant that the fixed amount I had wasn't purchased me at least a gram of gold. So you can put it on a fixed amount if you have a savings budget, or this next step I think we'll click on to, it will show the gold card. And basically the gold card just means an actual gram or whatever amount of gold that is that you want to save every week, fortnightly, or month. So there's your fixed amount, and you pop your fixed amount in there. So as I said, click on gold card, and I suggest you do this. This way you don't want to miss out on free gold, folks. You really don't. So set up the amount. I started with 1 gram, like I say, 5 grams a month now. It's building up nicely, and it's great to see your total building every month and what you've got in gold. Once you get to 100 grams, the company will send you your gold for free. So it's really cool. They give you free gold, but also it creates a compensation plan which pays you in cash as well. It's very cool. So once you do this, there's your checkout. You click on your amount, then you put in your MasterCard details and the date that you want that to come out. I suggest early in the month, because as you create commissions here, what happens is the company has a forced savings plan, which I love. If you make over €200 for the week, they will deduct a gram of gold, and of course they'll put it in your My Gold pile. So yes, you click on go through the checkout, and this is something that we emphasize to everyone now, because we got in the frenzy of the cryptocurrency last year, and this is the basics. You can't go wrong. So here we are. Upcoming events, very exciting. The Gold Rocks Conference. This one is a beauty. this I know because we're putting it together with special guest speakers from all over the world. It's on the 13th and 14th of June, and here's my first announcement. Tammy Morrison from the USA. Now, Tammy Morrison is a legend in this industry, particularly in carrot bars, because, like she said, like me, she never made a cent in any other network marketing business that she tried. She tried 11. I think I tried about 10 and couldn't make it work. But Tammy has been with carrot bars since 2010. And if you remember earlier, I said they didn't start till 2011. But yes, Caroline got to meet. I'm jealous. Caroline and Jan McCluskey went to Amsterdam, and they actually got to not only meet her but have lunch with her. And anyway, but yeah, Tammy not only is one of the founding affiliates of this business, she's very good friends with Harold. She also is one of the top money earners, and she's coming to Australia in June. She'll be here for the whole weekend, so we get to. She'll speak. She'll give us lots of wisdom, but more importantly, we can hang out with you. And remember, I said earlier that these events, it's the information you get in between. What you hear on stage, before and after. There's the nuggets that I talk about, and we're going to have this amazing woman. Make sure you listen to her story. Yeah, Jan, it's an incredible story, isn't it? Now, this guy, let's put him on. He's the coolest.
Now, let me tell you firsthand, folks, this carrot bars thing is a global opportunity. You never know where you might go if your level of belief is where it needs to be. All right. If your level of understanding is solid in what we're talking about, then carrot bars will take you around the world, because I'm looking right now to start a team in Australia. And the reason why is because I've been invited to come to Australia to speak at an event happening in June. And I'm humbled. I'm so humbled that they thought enough of me to even invite me, to even think that what I'm doing is valuable enough for our community to bring me halfway across the world to talk at their event. So Derek and Carolyn, thank you so much. My wife and I had a great opportunity to talk to Gold Director Elites in Australia that are putting work in. They are putting the work in. And we appreciate you so much for inviting us to your event. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to vacation. My wife and I are going to go and have a great experience together. And this is what Carrot Bars is providing us. Mr. Harold Seitz is providing an opportunity like this to happen for us. All right. So you got to put in the work, folks. I've been putting in the work. You've been seeing it. You've been following the channel. And, I'm on the right side. I'm on the positive side of things. There are those out there that want to focus on the negative things. But I want you to know that this event is going to be held right there at the Caloundra Event Center in the Sunshine Coast. So definitely I want to talk to some people out in Australia. If you're not yet figured out if you want to take part in what we're offering at Carrot Bars International, maybe if you're looking for a strong sponsor to help you in this journey, then I'd like you to consider me. All right. This is like The Voice. All right. The judges, pick me. Pick me. Goldbackers.com, goldbackers.info. We're going to grow at this thing together. And I'm looking to build out my team in Australia. So when we get there, we're going to be able to talk to you up close and personal, person to person, face to face. This thing is real, people. This thing is real. So when I say be on the positive side of things, be on the positive side of things.
Caloundra. I thought it was Caloundra we're having the event, but anyway, great work, Derek and Caroline, for getting this guy. Lucky Rico, we've been following him for a while now, and he's a DJ actually, and he's a crypto side of things. So he'll be there. He'll be speaking both days, and we're gonna make sure he has a wow of a time in Queensland. So these are just a taster. So the special Friday night is the 12th of June. We're going to have a lunch for 50 people. There'll be most of the VIPs. There's only a few seats left for that one, but if you can, let us know. If Friday night's your choice dinner. We're going to have a bit of a meet and greet at one of the bars up there. Stay away from Dan McCluskey if you want to be coherent for the next day. But apart from that, enjoy yourself. So that's the Friday. So the great international speakers and the training is on the Saturday and Sunday. So we've got we've got training. The tickets will include your lunch and the dinner that night. But the Saturday and Sunday will be the training. There will be some motivational speakers as well. But it's going to be one of the best events that's ever been held in Australia for Karatbars worldwide. How's that sound? So everybody's welcome. What information you'll get out of this weekend will multiply your team by 10. So if you bring 10, you'll have 100 by Christmas. So Saturday night is the dinner and entertainment. So that's Saturday, the 13th of June. We have a great artist coming. Dinner it'll probably be cocktail, but everyone's welcome to that. And this is when we get to let our hair down and get to meet people from the team and our Gold Rocks team. Now, this is open for everyone. It's not just it's a Gold Rocks event. Yes, we're hosting it, we're holding it, and thank you so much for the Brains Trust that have put so much together. But we are welcoming and opening our arms to everyone in Australia in the business. It seats 900. Look at that. We fill that up. Are we going to have a hell of a weekend? And I remember last year, and it'll be 12 months by this event last year, we were in Edelong. There was a small group of us, and the information that came in and the inspiration that came out of that weekend grew this team from what started with 5 and 6 of us to nearly 500 now. So it's going to be brilliant. We're going to learn a lot, but we're going to have heaps of fun. And I'm going to be doing a special rendition of Sweet Caroline just for that lady there. So that'll be a highlight for sure. So book your accommodation, the Caloundra Event Centre. As you can see there's plenty of accommodation still. yeah, baby. Around the Caloundra Centre. If you don't know what that is, just Google it. But there's plenty of accommodation. Get in soon. We'll have some tickets next week, I believe. There'll be tickets for the whole event. There'll be tickets just for the day, whatever you want to do. But we suggest we've got people already coming from all parts of Australia. So, and of course overseas. So that's going to be our main event. Now, the Gold Rocks monthly get-togethers. We do this on the third Sunday of each month. These are the live events that we do at the Centenary Tavern, and that's at 96 Sumners Road at Sumner Park. It's actually Sumner Park. We say 12 o'clock. The information session is from 1 till 3. But we like to get there and have some lunch. Support this. The pub. It's a really good venue, and they give us the room for free. Where do I land the jet lag? I don't know. I'm not sure, mate. Not sure. On the roof. Okay, that's great. So that's every third Sunday. We spruik that every week, so you can come and meet us and eyeball us and touch some real gold if you're new. And amazing what happened just the last meeting there. We had a young lady come up and give us her testimony, and oh my God, I think Derek's got that one up somewhere on YouTube. But how this has changed one person's life is incredible. And I'll tell you Derek and Carolyn's story one day if they'll let me. Maybe not live on one of these, but it's a powerful story. You just see them now as this successful couple that have got this huge team. But it's very humbling where they were only 6 months ago, and I'm very proud to say that I was the person that, hey mate, do you want a coffee? So Jeffrey Cooper, there's the man from Melbourne. I got to meet Jeff while we were down there at Christmas time. So, mate, I'm sure you'll be up here in June for the event. So, okay. So I think is that it, Derek? I can't remember if we got any more slides left or not. And if not,
yeah, we do. That's the last one.
That's it, is it? Okay, yep. Well, this is the part where you stay on board. I just want to thank everyone for being on tonight, because if you're listening to this, you're in the right place. 95% of the people won't even turn on to change their lives with some new information. So just for being on this call tells me you're serious about it. Camille, there she is. Amazing lady, amazing. So any questions, fire away, and Derek's here to answer them.
Just a good question there from Jeff, asking where to fly into. And you can fly into the Sunshine Coast, or you can fly into Brisbane, and we'll find someone to give you a ride up.
With anyone that's coming to Brisbane, we're trying to make a point of meeting them at the airport, and like you said, you can fly. Where is it? Is it Maroochydore? Where's the airport up there, Derek?
Where is the airport?
Yeah.
It's not very far from there. It's maybe 20 minutes.
It's really close, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, great. So we have prices for the week. We will have in probably another week's time, yeah? Linda?
Hopefully tomorrow they'll be up.
Okay, but we'll definitely by next Monday's call, we'll have the prices for either the whole package, the 2 days, or the overnight ones. Makula, there you go.
Yep, you can buy the weekend ticket, which covers all the segments, or you can buy them individually, and they cost more if you buy them individually. But
yeah,
remember that each day you get morning and afternoon tea and lunch.
And lunch, that's right, and dinner on the Saturday night.
Dinner Saturday night.
And there'll be a couple of people with bar tabs there. So
yep.
Look, yeah, that could be dangerous. Thanks, Rog. Without you, Roger, this whole team wouldn't be here now. So thanks for sending me a message, mate. So, okay, with that, if there's no more questions, again, I'd just like to thank everyone. We'll have a different presenter next week. We're going to have a lot more information. I just know what's coming out the next couple of days is very exciting. We'll get that momentum back, that excitement we had at the back end of last year, I know, and even beyond. So, just whoever it is that's the person in your upline that has the information that's plugged in, and that's we say that every week, don't we, Derek? Plug in, just be here, get on the calls. This is all on YouTube. What is it? The Gold Rocks. What's the YouTube channel, mate?
goldrocks.me/YouTube.
goldrocks.me/YouTube. So everything's recorded. Camila, I think your little testimony is on there now. It's incredible, powerful stuff. It just fires me up to want to tell more people about the real money, which is gold. Okay, so with that, thank you, everyone. I've held you for too long as it is. Thanks, Derek and Caroline, for clicking along there. We'll get this a bit smoother as we all shake the cobwebs off of a new year. Goodbye, everyone. And as Derek says, we'll see you on the golden beaches of the world.
Have a great night, everybody.